Next.
Okay. Good morning, Tony.
Toyin. Toyin.
I said good morning, Tony.
Okay, no, you won't call me Tony. I'm not those people. You call me Mr. Elumelu or Tioyi. You won't call me Tony or Chairman. That is, I don't subscribe to that kind of Oyibo life, okay? All right.
Good morning, Mr. Elumelu.
Thank
so my
you.
question is, how do you know if you are to keep going when you are not seeing any particular changes in whatever? How do you know if you should keep going in a particular direction when you're not seeing any particular results, or to change your direction entirely? Like now, for example, I started posting contents last year and I gained some
Are
traction.
you one of these people who there are some people that need to be jailed, but I know they are doing it to gain traction or to gain followership. I hope you're not in that category.
No, sir.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so
You said doing it to gain traction. And
Yes.
you said doing content post creation.
Yes. So after a while, I stopped for some reason, and then I'm starting
Why?
again now. It
Is
was
it?
actually because of this program. It
Okay.
was very
Okay,
rigorous
okay,
and time
okay.
consuming. So when I started again recently, that's last month, I saw that my detraction reduced. So it has not been looking good, basically. So I want to ask, at this stage, at this point in my life, where should I change my direction? What should I do, basically?
Okay, so first, how many followers do you have and what level of engagement did you have before?
Okay, so my followers are 861. Yes, and I usually used to have like 50 likes above on on an average on a post.
But now
it's like 10, 20, sometimes 5.
Okay, so I have experience in this area, but let's look at professional. I'll give you both. First, I think, and again, this applies to all of you here. There is trade-off in life. Trade-off means you take this for this. You let this go to have this, etc. So you had a life, you were maybe, you were doing that before. Then you decided to take a professional career, hence this program. And you did what I think was the right thing, to suspend for the time being so you can finish it. Now you finish your engaging. So even though you used to have 50 and you're getting 10, I tell yourself that is a cost you have paid. That delta, that differential, is a cost you have paid to start this journey. That's one. Two, you need to also look at, I don't know this area, your content, what it was about before, and make sure that it aligns with your new responsibility and new life. There are times you see some people, there are certain things some people cannot do. There are things I would do, your GMD cannot do, because he's a problem. Me, I'm just chairman, which is actually over now, so I can be more crazy now. So it depends. So you also make sure there's alignment, because I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I read on social media, somebody was fired by a bank. It was a bank, right? Yeah, I think a bank. Yeah, I know the bank was fired last week or 2 weeks ago. This person is on social media, and one of the top 5 banks in the country was fired somebody. So you also need to make sure that what you're doing does not conflict. It's not in conflict with your new responsibility. And if it is, you now say to yourself, which is now the last point, your question, what do I really want? Do I want to continue on that line? And then, or do I want on this? Then you look at yourself in future, like a forensic accountant. You look at yourself and say, what do I want in the long run for myself? Is it, will this part take me there, or this part? That is where there's conflict. Where there's no conflict, no problem. Where there's conflict, you need to make that strategic choice and decision. Okay? And yeah, so just the big advice for you is know that you must sacrifice something to get something. That's the big advice. Okay? You must sacrifice. And And yeah, so just note that there's no, if at times, like they talk of human wants are insatiable, but ultimately what we get is limited by a couple of factors, in this case. So, and don't be too dismayed if it's not, unless if that's, also you're in banking, a bank has like marketing department, communication department, social media department, digital marketing department. If that is your passion also, you can, when you're posted, you can also engage HR and say, please, is there opportunity for me to work in marketing? If there's vacancy there, they will arrange for interview. If they find it suitable that you can add value, then they also do so. Okay? But don't be dismayed. Okay? You seem a bit trouble about it. Don't. All right. What did you study?
I studied educational technology.
Educational?
Technology.
Technology.
Yes.
Wow. There are courses now. Babcock.
Sir?
Babcock?
No, Lagos State University.
All right. Well done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next.